Hi there, I'm Chris Cannell, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to tell you about McNeal Estates, a family legacy project. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the McNeal family itself. The McNeal family really started with my great-grandfather, Dr. McNeal, who was basically the first doctor in town. He delivered most of the town's babies for over 20 years. He was also mayor for 12 years. He had City Hall built, the tobacco warehouses constructed, the fire department, along with several other structures that Hahira still uses today. His son, my grandfather, Orvis McNeal, served in the military and then came home and was a teacher, and then assistant principal at Hahira High School, which many of you may remember. He also started Star Insurance Agency here in Hahira and was a prolific farmer and accountant. His wife, my grandmother, Audrey McNeal, had the Gold Leaf Florist, and my mother, Mona McNeal, owned Flowers and Crafts by Mona here in Hahira across the street from Five Ashes. I myself grew up here in Hahira, there on a dirt road named after my family, McNeal Road. I went to Hahira Elementary, Hahira Middle, Lowndes, before going and finishing high school in Tallahassee and attending Florida State, where I then got started in real estate. I've been in real estate now over 20 years, and I'm looking forward to making my contribution to the family the way those that came before me did as well. And that leads to the McNeal Estates Family Legacy Project. McNeal Estates is going to be 3 different phases, each with its own separate entrance. Each phase will have 80-foot lots, but phase 3 will be a gated community with larger houses as the minimum square footage for the lots in that area. McNeal Estates is about 65 acres total, and what's been really important to us is because it represents the family name and represents Hahira, is that it really be beautiful, something that the community can feel proud of and attracts the sort of neighbors and residents that we would want here and do want here, and that you would want here as well. Some of the things that we've done to create something beautiful here is we've devoted a full 10% of the land, 6.5 acres, to beautification elements. So there's going to be 6.5 acres or so of green space with walking trails, a huge playground for the kids, wet ponds connecting one thing to another, and it's all nestled among these big, beautiful, lush trees, mature trees, using the natural landscape. So in addition, because my grandmother, mother, and uncle were also rooted in flowers and plants as a business and as a lifestyle, a signature element of McNeal Estates will be an abundance of flowers throughout. The entrances will be grand stone entrances. There'll be beautiful trees that line the front of the project. And phase 3 will be a gated community. The roads will feature a curvilinear style with islands and green space in between the islands. So we've really gone out of our way to work hard to make it a beautiful project that we actually believe will set the standard for what a subdivision should be in this area. My development partner for this project is Jerry Stoker of Stoker Development. After looking around, Jerry had the best track record for some of the most successful subdivisions in Lowndes County. Many that you'd be familiar with, including Arbor Run, Greystone, Gramercy, Coventry, and many others. We're excited to have him as our development partner, and he will oversee day-to-day operations for the project. Thank you for the opportunity to introduce McNeal Estates, a project literally built on honoring those that came before us, and one that we feel has the potential to help make a better way for those coming after.